Pluto is one of the most interesting objects in our solar system. It was once called the ninth planet, and many people still remember it that way. In schools, Pluto was shown with the other planets, circling the Sun. It was seen as part of the main group of planets for many years. But later, scientists decided Pluto was too small and had a strange orbit. So, they reclassified it as a dwarf planet, not a full planet like Earth or Jupiter. Even with this change, Pluto still captures the imagination of scientists and space lovers. Its distant location and icy surface make it mysterious. Pluto moves in a stretched oval path, not a round circle like other planets. This means sometimes it comes closer to the Sun than Neptune does. Even though their paths cross, Pluto and Neptune never crash. This is because of how their orbits are timed and shaped. Pluto's orbit is also tilted. It doesn't follow the same flat path as most other planets. Instead, it rises high above and dips below the main path. This tilt helps Pluto avoid Neptune when their paths come close. The timing and tilt work together to keep them safe from collision. Pluto only spends about 20 years inside Neptune's orbit during its long 248-year trip around the Sun. The rest of the time, it stays far out. Scientists have studied this pattern and found that other planets like Jupiter and Saturn also help keep Pluto in place with their gravity. This balance is explained by something called the three-body problem. It means that three or more objects in space affect each other's motion with their gravity. It's hard to predict how they will move, so scientists use computer models to understand it better. These models show how the Sun, Neptune, and Pluto interact. Another factor that helps Pluto avoid Neptune is something called resonance. For every 3 orbits Neptune makes, Pluto makes exactly 2. This 3-to-2 resonance locks their paths together like a dance, making sure they stay in rhythm and never meet at the same point. Pluto also experiences a kind of up and down motion called vertical vibration. This helps it rise above or sink below Neptune's path at the right times. This careful timing is why Pluto has never crashed into Neptune, even though they seem to cross paths. It's a natural safety system created by gravity. Famous scientists like deGrasse Tyson and Michio Kaku have recently talked about Pluto again. They brought attention to the idea that Pluto and Neptune could someday come close. Their talks have started new discussions in the science world and among the public. People are curious if a crash could ever happen. While it seems unlikely, space is always changing. A tiny change in Pluto's path could lead to something unexpected in the far future. Scientists keep running models and watching Pluto's orbit to make sure nothing changes suddenly. They want to be ready for anything. Even a small passing asteroid could tug on Pluto and change its motion. That's why space is full of unknowns. The Sun is also changing. One day, it will become a red giant and then shrink into a white dwarf. These changes will affect the entire solar system. Pluto's path could shift again during these major events. It might move closer to Neptune or drift farther away into deep space. The New Horizons mission helped us learn more about Pluto. It sent back detailed pictures of mountains, ice plains, and a complex surface. This showed that Pluto is not just a frozen rock. It has weather, features, and possibly even underground oceans. Studying Pluto helps scientists learn about other dwarf planets that orbit far from the Sun. Many of them might also follow strange paths like Pluto. Some of these orbits cross near big planets like Neptune. Learning about one helps us understand all of them better. Even today, Pluto's orbit puzzles scientists. It doesn't follow simple rules. It challenges our ideas about how planets should behave. Tiny changes in speed, gravity, or direction could change Pluto's journey. That's why it's important to keep observing it. Computer simulations show many possibilities. Some say Pluto will stay safe forever. Others show it might collide with something millions of years from now. No one knows for sure, so scientists continue to explore every option. They test how small changes affect the future path of Pluto. Space is full of mystery, and Pluto is one of its best teachers. Its strange orbit shows how even the smallest objects matter in the grand system. Every time we learn something new about Pluto, we understand the universe a little better. It reminds us how much is still out there to discover. Pluto's story keeps growing. Its icy world is far away, but its lessons reach us here on Earth. Subscribe to our channel and thanks for watching.